Hey guys, welcome back for another video. This one's going to be a little bit different. CG and SWGOH was really nice to put out. Basically, this really cool Star Wars character survey for just characters and ideas for characters who you want in the game. And of course, you know, Galactic Legend, Conquest, Marquee, Capital Ship, and just kind of a new Galactic Chase ship. New one like that. So I have ideas for all of them. I'm going to share them with you. Please comment on which ones you like, or like other ideas that you might want to see in the game or something like that, because these are just my personal ideas, and I think it'd be kind of cool to have them in game, or just a character. One of them is just a character that I really want in the game. It's not really relevant at all. We aren't necessarily characters we need or anything like that. This is just kind of ideas for characters that might be possible to see in game. And so, like the first one. As who would you like as a new Galactic Legend character? Well, Chancellor Palpatine is probably my first one. Like, not Chancellor Palpatine. Yeah, Chancellor Palpatine. Supreme Chancellor Palpatine says Emperor Palpatine. But whatever, like, I feel like he could be a really cool idea for Galactic Legend, kind of like a neutral one, where he plays both the Galactic Republic and the Separatist, because he also has his alter persona of Darth Sidious, and kind of have a cool ultimate where he ends up betraying and becoming Darth Sidious, and we see that whole thing. And yeah, I just feel like he'd be a really cool character to have, and just fun in game, because he would work well with the Separatist. Obviously, you could have like a Separatist team or a Galactic Republic team, because like there's not a whole lot of leftover Galactic Republic right now, and we kind of already have Kenobi as the Galactic Legend for the Galactic Republic. That's all Galactic. Wow. But anyway, so I feel like Supreme Chancellor Palpatine would be a really good one, because, well, yeah, we do have some pretty cool content. We don't have like a neutral one yet, and he kind of plays both sides of that, because while he's definitely dark side affiliated, he played both sides of the Clone Wars. He masterminded the whole thing, and for his own agenda, yes, but he was a pretty much neutral character who can play both sides. I feel like that'd be a really cool character to have in game, especially as a Galactic Legend, because that would just open up kind of a lot of opportunity to just take in, like, because we have a lot of good Separatists, but we don't really have any like amazing Separatist team that can do a lot, and the Separatist team is kind of becoming less and less useful, because like Grievous obviously is useful and stuff, but characters like Count Dooku and stuff, like Trench does a little bit, but he's not a great character. Having like a Supreme Chancellor Palpatine to come in and just kind of like take that team to a different level and reinvigorate the faction even more than what little use it has right now, because it's not defensively useful, it's not offensive. It does a little bit of offense depending on what you do with it. I mean, I'm not at the point in the game where I can speak on Trench, but like Separatist wise, I have defense. They do some good in 3v3, and just depending on what team I have. But I feel like Palpatine could definitely take this to a whole nother level and be really cool to see, and we could have a really cool event, because it is a huge moment in the movies, and so with just Palpatine and his rise to power and just everything he does in power, we have a lot of like Clone Wars moments. We don't really see a whole lot of Clone Wars moments in the game, and so just giving him a couple of like the pivotal moments, because like we could have a Rescue the Chancellor mission with a cool Nightfall Anakin, which is a character I do want, but he may be more kind of like a character I kind of want to introduce a new game mode that's like a personal raid thing, which is an entirely different thing. So that's kind of like my idea for the first one, the Galactic Legend character, Supreme, I cannot spell today, Chancellor Palpatine. Apparently I spelled Palpatine wrong. I did not. Anyway, and Conquest character. Let's see, who is it? Shave is the Mandalorians they're a really nice faction. I guess we already have Maul kind of like invigorating them, but I really didn't know who to put for a Conquest character here, because I think I had someone in mind, but I forgot who they were. And the Mandalorians, yeah, they're useful, and Maul really taking it to a whole new level. So this is kind of like Mandalore the Avenger, Shape. This is kind of an outcast one. This isn't the idea I really want. I feel like to be a really good legendary character for the Mandalorians, just to take him to a whole nother level. So honestly, not a conquest character. I don't really want to see her as a conquest character. I want to see her as a legendary character, because it'd be a great time to introduce maybe a couple more Mandalorians and maybe just a couple more things into the game from the Legends and the Old Republic continuity where she's from. You see her actually in the, I think it's the trailer for the Old Republic, and taking out the Jedi Temple is a really cool thing. She did a lot, and I just think there's a lot of good ideas you can have for her character. Ooh, sweet, it took us here. That's awesome, actually. And so yeah, Shav is our Mandalore, the Avenger, female, blah blah, no, between the Galactic Publishers, blah blah blah. Yeah, she had a really cool story and all that, and I feel like she could really be a well-utilized character, and that'd be great to see in game. Though not as a conquest character, so this is kind of not really what I want. So we're gonna skip conquest character. I don't know. I'm trying to think of remember who it was I wanted for that. And marquee character. Okay, this is kind of the one where it's just someone I really want in game. It's one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and he's not super well known as he's not from the canon continuity. He's from the extended universe, now known as Legends. It's actually Han and Leia's second son, Anakin Solo. So yeah, Anakin does a lot. He's pretty good looking. But anyway, he does a lot in the Legends where, like, yeah, he was originally going to be, like, kind of like a Darth Vader character again, where it had that story, but ended up going to his older brother, Jason Solo, which is a really cool thing to happen. Wow, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, he was supposed to have the Darth Vader storyline, really similar, but ended up going to his older brother because he ended up being kind of like a sacrifice character who, well, yeah, he was supposed to be cool and survive and all that, but he ended up dying in the New Jedi Order series in a really pivotal moment, and it really hit hard when I was reading the series. It was really sad because I'd come to love him as a character, and he had so much potential, and he really did feel like Anakin. Just like in a different time period, he was amazingly powerful. He actually had Anakin's name. Anakin is his namesake. Leia named him as Anakin to show that she had finally forgiven her father for everything he had done and moved on from that. And so, like, he had such a good backstory set up, and they ended up going in a different direction than they were originally planned. It still ended up really well. Him being, like, basically an ultra powerful Jedi who just ended up sacrificing himself to save other Jedi and succeeding in that, and he actually comes up again in Fate of the Jedi series years later where you get a couple really cool scenes with him. He had a love interest that still kind of loves him years after he dies and regrets all the decisions that she made, and yeah, I feel like he'd be a really cool character. He could kind of have like a savior sacrifice mechanic, but like deal a ton of massive damage to the enemy. He has a purple lightsaber, which is common, and it definitely fits his character. And I mean, yeah, the only problem with this is that like there's no real like team from his timeline for him, because you know we have all the canon Jedi, but he would be, as a marquee character, he'd be kind of like a cool lifter unit just for leftover Jedi, just to kind of bring him back or at least help him out. And while there's other characters like Jedi Master Count Dooku who could do that as well, or Yaddle maybe, but I just want him in game because he's cool and I like him. He's a favorite character. He is a descendant of Anakin Skywalker, has the same name, real similar. And while he died when he was like 18, he's a shorter life, but he still accomplished a lot in that life, and so there's just kind of a lot of potential, and you can kind of give him a little bit of a scoundrel tag and give him a ship and stuff, and he's just a character I want to see because I love him as a character. So that's my newest marquee character. And then a capital ship. Okay, this is kind of interesting here. We don't have like a lot of like ships in game right now of just galactic chase ships or just regular ships. So asking for like a new capital ship, it's like, well, we just got a new one. We don't have a lot of unused ships, but we do have a couple, and we have a couple to be take out of lineups and stuff. So I'm gonna say for a capital ship, the Errant Venture. All right. You guys probably don't know what this is. It's a Red Star Destroyer. Yeah, a Red Star Destroyer. Start off with that. Booster Tarek is a character in Legends who's kind of like infamous or whatever. I don't know how to describe it, but this is like a gambling Star Destroyer, so like it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. But it'd be a really great thing, I think, for like smugglers or just scoundrel ships to come in game and just have like a ship, a capital ship that they could go be at home with or something. Because we have ships. What's it called? Let's see. I don't have it unlocked in this account, but it would be, yeah. Ooh, that's not what I want. Bam. I mean, IG-2000 maybe. Yeah, he's kind of like he's right in that scoundrel area. But this Even Hawk, I feel like it'd be kind of a scoundrel ship, or it's a cargo ship, basically, kind of like a smuggler. It feels like it to me. It might not actually be, but I don't know all the lore. I haven't played the KOTOR games yet. I just haven't had the chance or the money to get them, or really a great device to play them on. And so, yeah, I feel like it'd be a really cool idea to get the Errant Venture in game. It's a Red Star Destroyer. I mean, who doesn't want to see a Red Star Destroyer in game? That'd be really interesting. There's kind of a back view of it. And yeah. It's a really cool idea for a ship because it has weapons still and stuff, but it's also like it's not going to do the same thing as like you see the other Star Destroyers do. It's like maybe you're going to have less chance to actually like hit the target, and it's going to be more. I feel it's kind of like a defensive kind of ship fleet or whatever, because like it has a lot of problems with it being really run down, and because its weapons aren't really maintained. Really, it's supposed to be like no fighting ship. You come here, you gamble, you have fun, kind of like a cruise ship, I guess, but like for smugglers and more of the scoundrel area type. But we do get to see a couple really cool moments in Legends where it has a really good, huge useful. I think we see it in the Thrawn campaign where it's used against Thrawn, and also again somewhere else. I don't remember where. It does appear. It appears consistently throughout the extended universe, at least post episode 6 and stuff. So it's really cool. So Errant Venture, and just for a new ship, I'm gonna put Jade's Fire. This is Mara Jade's ship, also post episode 6, but like before she dies. It dies right before she and Luke get married, and it is a personal luxury yacht 3000s I have searched in because that's the make of the ship, and I couldn't find a good picture of the Jade Fire, so it's heavily modified, so it looks similar to this but not exactly like this, and it has a couple of really cool functions and stuff that it can also do. And I just feel like it could kind of go with Booster Tarek's Errant Venture and be kind of like another ship to go in that fleet. Also, it could kind of like just bring a little bit more use to scoundrel tags or something, because at the time Mara Jade was a smuggler, and like the Empress could probably pilot it, or they could give her something else. I don't know, but I just think it'd be really cool to have this ship in game. A lot of fun, and it's just an idea to start building up, opening up more room for legend ships, because we do have a couple legend ships like the Even Hawk and Kyle Katarn ship. What is that? I know what it is. Come on. Oh, what is it called? Oh, Raven's Claw. Yeah. So it just open up a lot of room for more ships from Legends too. So I feel like it kind of be, just pave a way into making ships a little more interesting, more character-wise, and just doing some new cool stuff, and kind of building out a new faction of ships, because we do have bounty hunters, but I think those end up kind of going with the executor. So we have like a lot of like empire-ish fleets, a first order fleet, kind of a resistance fleet. It's not a really good one, so it's not really worth mentioning, but the resistance fleet was never notable in any way. Galactic Republic fleet, a separatist fleet. That'd be really cool to have a new one of that as well, but we just don't have the ships for that yet. I would love to see a tri-fighter, not gonna lie, I really would. It's just, this kind of builds up a new faction that we don't have yet, and I feel like that'd be kind of fun to see in game. So there's that. There's not really a whole lot else I want to say. It does have some notable moments. Then we're back to this. So let's see. Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. I don't know. Who do I want for a new conquest character? Okay. Let's do an exploration here, because the conquest is cool. And I want to give you guys something good. So, doesn't say conquest ship, so I assume they mean characters. So watch the person. Cool. What if? Okay, 501st. Who would they have as like a conquest character for 501st though? It also doesn't need one. It has a good team. Bad Batch. They could give it a conquest character. I don't see why they would. It's already a decent team. Bounty Hunters actually technically have a conquest character. It just doesn't do much. Clone Troopers, yeah, whatever. 501st is mainly that. That's a good idea, actually. Like an Obi-Wan Kenobi, but like a Jedi Knight version, Episode 2 version, and kind of just build up a 222nd team, maybe? The Empire, maybe. Ewok, no. They just got their own kind of military unit with Nisa. I don't know how to say that. First Order is probably good. I mean, you could put Snoke in there, and you could be Kyle, a lifter for something. I don't know. I feel like Snoke would be underutilized. I mean, we see him do cool stuff, but he was only in Last Jedi, and he kind of dies off and like gets retconned in Episode 9. Yeah. Galactic Republic, I mean, we're already getting, my idea is already to get another one, and we already have Kenobi, and Cat, we don't really need another one. Hutt is newer, it just got built up, and they don't really need one. Imperial Trooper, the Empire, I don't know who they put for that. Jawa, whatever, Inquisitorius, there's none really left right now that's notable enough. Jedi, I mean, there's some cool ideas you could have. I don't know if I want a conquest character for them right now. They're doing pretty okay. Phoenix. Phoenix. There's not a whole lot of room. It's mainly focusing around one team. We got most of that. Maybe Thrawn could get a conquest character, actually. That'd be interesting. Give him, what's his name? Bing, 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 bing. His Nagri bodyguard. I don't remember the Nagri bodyguard's name, but give him his Nagri bodyguard, I guess. Rebel? Well, actually, let's check out Rebel real quick. Any chance they could use one? I mean, R2 kind of, he sits to the side. I wonder if you can create a team for him. Who else? I mean, we're probably going to need to upgrade some of these. He's already in a team. I think these two are pretty much useless, though. So maybe a conquest character. I don't know what Kenobi does. I think he's somewhere. He's not really useful, but he's a decent kit. There's this Phoenix. She needs the Phoenix, but anyway, that's not relevant to this. Lando, I don't think he's part of a team. Might be cool to see him as part of a team. Mon Mothma, Rolo has a team. Mon Mothma has a team. Yeah, it is. It's Rogue One mainly. Buddy Rook, I don't know. I mean, these guys could get one. Rebel Fighter, Resistance isn't all that notable. I mean, obviously there's the Zori List team. Actually has their list. Interesting. And JTR and like the Galactic Legend, Shikara's and all that relic anyway. But there's really not a whole lot of room. I mean, you could probably get Ray a lifter unit in Conquest, but I guess General Leia Organa or something. That'd be kind of neat, but I mean, she's a decent Galactic Legend as is. If you have her, you're probably fine. Rogue One, whatever they're doing right. Separatist just got one. Sith? Let's think about this here for a second. They have 2 Galactic Legends. Vader technically has 2 lifter units. C could use a lifter unit, I guess. I don't know who you do for that. I mean, a lot of people say like Snoke or something. But I don't feel like... I mean, you see him in clone tanks, but like you don't see him interact with C at all, so it feels kind of weird for them to do that lore-wise. And also, like, I don't know how a lifter unit would work. They just need to, like, unnerf him, basically. Hard drive's dying. Sith Empire, they just got one. Smuggler. I mean, Dasher and Dara is really good with them. There's not, like, a whole lot of smugglers to go around, though. Jabba the Hutt is not a smuggler. He's a crime lord. He runs the smugglers, bro. What the heck? I didn't even notice that. I don't pay any attention to Galactic Legends, really. These two, I think, have a team. He has a team. I mean, these two... Some of them could use a team, I guess. There's not a whole lot of them, because she's part of a team. He's pretty... I think you can put him in a team. The Dasher and Dara team, probably. Because Dasher and Dara team is him, her, L3, Vandor, Infis, and probably, I don't know. I don't even know who you put on the Dasher and Dara team. But Scoundrel would be kind of interesting. Who would be a good Scoundrel lifter, though? I don't know. Tuscans are good enough as is. Unaligned Force user. Ooh. Visas Mar. She's part of a team. Actually, they're already getting they're getting Talon Maricos. I don't know how to say his name. I haven't played Fallen Order yet. I own it. I haven't played it. My computer is dying. It can't handle it. I feel like a Unaligned Force user would be an interesting, but this is still a newer enough faction that I don't really know where they stand. Is kind of uncertain as is, and they just got one. They're fine. A Wookiee lifter unit. Gunji. You know, you could also work for Jedi though. That's what AP Gaines wants, is a Gunji. I don't want to copy him though. Man, I mean, there's a lot of good factions and stuff in game, but like, what really needs a Conquest unit? Or, all right, let's look at this from a different perspective. What would be a fun character to have in game, like a solo type of character? Character that kind of acts on his own, or her own, I guess. Does whatever that person wants. Isn't really bound by a whole lot. I wonder if they could give like a beast thing, because you know, Wampa. I don't have Wampa on this account actually. Wampa, enter. Hello? Yeah, Wampa. Oh, I have 90 shorts, that's nice. But like, there's not a whole lot of characters like Wampa, and he's kind of random. He is a really good character. I want another character like Wampa for Conquest. I mean, so obviously younger players, probably sub 4 mil GP, can't get him, which sucks. But as a conquest character, what's notable like Wampa? But actually, it doesn't matter about that. Prince Xyzer. Can't believe I didn't think about this character earlier. Alright, yeah, what are these tabs? Are kind of useless anyway. Here, let's look him up so you guys can like, see him. He's a Falleen. Price that what? Yeah, he is really cool. He looks like a really cool character. He is. He leads Black Sun, so he's kind of like a scoundrel lifter. This would be a really cool character to have in game, just because like you can do so many mechanics with it. He has interactions with characters like Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Leia. Not Han, actually. Han is in Carbonite at that time. He has interactions with like Darth. I just said Darth Vader. Dash Rendar. That's what I was gonna say. That's why I got mixed up. Okay, but yeah, he'd be a really cool character to have in game. He could kind of create a new faction as well. But I mean, he might not be like a solo character, but he could definitely raise some scoundrels or bounty hunters to a new level just with what he did. And he was really impressive. He ran Black Sun. He made it basically one of the biggest criminal organizations, but was technically legalized with fake shipping companies and stuff. And he had direct connections with Emperor Palpatine. He was a really smart guy and did a lot of really cool stuff. So I actually really want him in game now. Wow, I just put myself on a new character. That was random. Anyway, so yeah, I guess Prince Xyzer. I can never say his name, man. You know. All right, so Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. For a Galactic Legend, neutral one, play both sides. That'd just be a fun one to have. You can be passive, but also like when you hit his ultimate, kind of does like basically is always an ultimate stance. I think that would be amazing. Conquest, Prince Xyzer. You could reinvigorate whatever leftover scoundrels or whatever you have, and maybe we can add like a couple more Black Sun, because we do see a lot of that, and we just don't have that in games. So it's kind of bring a new faction, but also maybe make some older stuff more usable, kind of like Cup, because Xyzer was on Coruscant, so you could kind of give Cup basically a scoundrel tag and make him usable with that or something. I don't know. Cup is also Galactic Republic, I guess. It doesn't matter. I don't know, Prince Xyzer would just be really cool to have in game. A new marquee character, Anakin Solo. Love his character. Love to see him in game. I don't know what he's gonna do. I want to have him. Capital Ship and Adventure. You guys heard that. Kind of create a new faction for ships, and just bring in room to bring in a whole bunch more ships, because we need ships really. And maybe with it make double drop farmable for ships. That needs to happen. It's one thing that really needs to happen. And just for a new ship, Jade's Fire, it's just an idea. It's not something I necessarily want. I mean, honestly, I want Tri-Fighter more, but I don't see how that would fit in the game right now. Jade's Fire might not have as much of a place, but if they bring in the Adventure, she'd probably have a little bit more of a place. Because we do have we could throw in a couple of just other ships, take away from, maybe a little bit Executor, throw in like the Hound's Tooth or something, and like save one. Just throw in those scoundrel ships that you don't have, that you have, but you can't go with another ship. And I kind of like make it a day one ship, just idea early on, so you don't have to like farm other ships to get it. Because, I don't know, the way ships just work is dumb. It needs to change. But yeah, I just feel like those are a really cool list. We'll probably submit this actually. Dun dun dun. My response has been recorded. Great. And now we're back at the game. I'd like to show you guys my roster. Yeah, I love this game. A lot of fun making videos, and I am at 1.89 million. That's just, I kind of I don't know how I did this, actually. What did I do to get to this? Oh, I have way too many gear 12s. I need to take more gear 13. Yeah, I upgraded the lower end of my roster and took characters up higher than I really should have. Just so I could, like, basically max out Conquest. And yeah, I'm on easy. It's in 3 days. But I have it maxed out finally. I'm actually really happy about this. I'm also annoyed just because of how difficult it was. I mean, it was crazy. Yeah. What do I even get for easy? You get nothing. I mean, 10 of these. Yeah, whatever. 10 of these. I have 52 of them. And I can farm 10 of them in like one session. So for that, 20 of these. I realize this is the easy mode. But just for how difficult, I don't know, how annoying it was, I feel like the reward should be slightly better. I mean, like this Gear 12 plus stuff is actually going to be really nice. I mean, I could use more for who? I can't see with my face in the way. Oh, actually, yeah, I am farming him. So I could use more for him. Also him, yeah. So the Gear 12 plus stuff is nice. What about this? No, oh yeah, I have some nice stuff. I have 117. I always need more of those stun guns. A little bit. These things? Oh, I have plenty of those. I don't know why that's weird. These things are nice, actually. Just not favorited. Those things are always nice. So yeah, that's a decent amount. I feel like we need a little more. 700k. I mean, come on. It takes more than 700,000 credits to take a character to like level 85. I'm just gonna put that out. At least give us 2 mil. Come on. I mean, we gotta, like, for the what I put in to get this, the rewards aren't really even, because I bloated my GP pointlessly, because I'm not trying to get hit 4 mil GP as fast as I can right now. I don't have the characters for that. I don't have a purpose for that. I'm not close enough to that. I mean, I don't even have a Galactic Legend, man. I have 5 relic characters, and they're spread across 3 different teams. Granted, like 3 of them are on the same team. But yeah, and so I'm gonna get a little bit of this, which is nice, I guess. I don't know. Like, yeah, and I guess these are nice. I have 38 of them. 3 of these. 3 of these. I don't know. This is like the useless reward crate. I don't know why it exists. I mean, it gives you a couple nice things, but it could easily give you more. And like, once you max out Conquest, you can't get anything beyond it. Yeah. I feel like it should be like, there's a max crate, but also like for extra stuff, you can convert it into, I don't know, tickets. What are these even called? Conquest credits. Okay. Oh no, I just did something I didn't want to do. What did I do? Oh, it's back. Interesting. What the heck? That is weird. Anyway, yeah. So, a lot of stuff. Long video. Lots of talking. Hope you enjoy, I guess. I don't know. Oh, there's only tab open. There's really not a whole lot to talk about anymore. Hope you guys enjoyed watching.